Who's ready to mulch some blueberries? We are fixing to put down some weed barrier. We're gonna reroute our soaker hoses that we have right now. It's just kind of a temporary thing to keep them watered. I'm gonna run an individual soaker hose down each row and then put the weed barrier on top. And then we're gonna put some pine bark I just got today. $32 for a yard, which is cheaper than bags. So put that down. So this is the weed barrier that we're using. I got it on Amazon. It's just regular old landscape fabric. I think it's 3 feet or, okay, so it's 32 inches by 50 feet long. So if you're interested in getting some of this, I'll drop a Amazon link down in the video description. Hey James, pull this hose out, would you please? Just pull it out of the way. Watch out, Richard. Scoot over that way, bud. Nope, keep pulling. Sweet. So we got extra. That's awesome. As long as our hose. Cool. All right, let's spread it out. Open it. And then I'll cut it. Yeah.
Don't work.
Okay, set it down. A little long. Go down there and pull that way a little bit, please. So, best way to do this,
Cut a line.
I think I'm going to do angle. Would an angle be better or straight? I'm not sure. I think what we'll do though is we'll do a little square for the bush. And then we'll just come off this way. Just leave it. Come to the next one. Hang on to those so they don't end up blowing away into the animal pens, please. Just pull it around them first. Keep the hose in the spot, don't let it get hung on the hose. Hey, don't go across no more, okay? Hey Mel, it might be easier for you to just grab it by hand and put it in there. Alright, let me dump.
Melanie, we're not playing. Get off.
How thick you want it?
I don't want to see the fabric.
Start filling up those buckets.
Oh, that's
We'll probably end up having to get more, but just run it to the edge of the fabric.
Okay.
You know what I didn't do? I forgot to stake this stuff down. Forgot to stake it down. You can use tent stakes, or you can use old politician signs. It ain't no good no more. We're just gonna kind of stake this fabric down so it'll hopefully stay. This end. Well, the yard didn't go as far as I was hoping it would. We got one row done, which is 45 feet or so, but we didn't have enough to do over here. Now we got a little bit left over. We'll probably just kind of add a little bit on this row. That way we know one full load will do that row. But I'll have to make a trip back to the garden center. Well, it's a new day, and I haven't been able to get no pine bark yet, so we are going to do something to finish this video off that I have been wanting to do for a long time, and that is fire up the old sawmill. I have some logs that I need to cut up, and I've been dying to get out here while the weather is still nice and cool, and that's what we're going to do now. I wonder what kind of critters are living under here. I don't see any wasp nests, so that's always a good sign. Perfect. Sweet. Boy, that's some pretty pine right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Mm-mm.
Nasty.
Well, what we're doing is cutting this top off. That's the center of the tree. Watch yourself. It's going to fall over. It's fine. Yep. Well, that might just be enough to do what we need to do. Look at that. That is some beautiful, beautiful wood. I don't know if you can see under here where it's a little more wet. Look at those tight rings on there. Gorgeous. Yellow pine. So I cut these about 3/4 of an inch thick because I'm not going to run them through a planer. I'm just going to use them rough cut. And it's going to be board and bat style siding for the milking parlor. And got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1x12s basically is what they're equivalent to, about 12 feet long. And then I cut these strips. Some of them have knots and they kind of got a little crooked there. The blade was a little bit loose when I was cutting and it didn't like them knots too good, but I can cut that section out. But these will be the strips that will straddle the joints of the 1x12s to make the board and bat style. And this is all I have left out of the center there. I got a little bit off center. You can see the growth rings there. This is the actual center of the tree, but still not bad for scrap. Cut it down to almost nothing. Well, I'm definitely not a sawmill expert. Not yet. I've got a ways to go. I've only used this thing about 3 or 4 times, so got a little bit of learning to do before we get good at this thing. But I'm excited to be able to mill our own lumber right here on the farm for some of our projects. That's exciting. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.